Hello there. It's John Anthony Francis Wilcox, and today is Saturday, the 29th of July, 2023. How you doing? Lots to discuss. So let's do it chronologically. So last Sunday, the 23rd, I went to Kineticon up in Hartford, as I said I was going to, with my great niece Isabella. And had a lovely ride up. It was smooth. There didn't seem to be any kind of big traffic snarls. So we got there. This was Bella's first convention, and I must say, spoiler alert, I think she had a great time. I know I did too. And I was so glad she was there. She helped make it a great time because I had good company. And everyone that worked at Kineticon was all kinds of helpful. They were really nice folks. As always, as I've been there in the past for several times, in the past, I think the last time I was there in the past, I'm saying in the past a lot, I believe 2015 was the last time I was at Kineticon. But it has a great vibe. It's a very friendly con. It's not very comics oriented per se. There's comic stuff there, but we spent most of the time in this absolutely huge vendor room that must have taken us at least 2 hours to just go through every aisle once. And within that, met a lot of fine craftspeople, great guy making fangs, a lot of fine artists, um, knit stuff that would blow your mind, um, all sorts of. I mean, it was just impressive. Any one of those vendors was just like a superstar. They were just great. Met a ton of great cosplayers, and I had so many good conversations with a lot of them and with different people at the venue. So we did all that. Then we went into the next room where they were having table after table after table with TVs and stuff of people playing every conceivable kind of video game free for as long as you want. Then they also had um, some musicians there playing game related music. And at the back, I saw there were some arcades. And we watched a little bit of cosplay professional wrestling. That was fantastic. There was a funny moment where it was Spider Man versus Green Arrow. And Green Arrow was clearly the heel. So as he gets in, you could hear the whole crowd chant, Hawkeye's better! Hawkeye's better! It was hilarious. And the people that ran it were great. I had a bit of a talk with them. And then from there, where did we go? We went to the upper floor where we watched the end of a great lip sync ballad. It wasn't a ballad, it was a battle. And all the contestants were fantastic. And the crowd was super, super into it. And we finished up there going to see a comedy magician. And he was fabulous. So, we used up all our time there because it ended at 3. We left just a little before 3. By the time we left the building, it was 3. Hey, even the parking was great because to park there for the day was only $11, which nowadays is nothing. And then it was a longer way back. It took us much longer to get back than to get there because there was lots of traffic snarls. A lot of it being just fake traffic, but it was still traffic. So that was Sunday. And again, my thanks to Isabella for being part of why it was a great time. I love my great niece, and she was just a pleasure to be around the whole time, even just driving. We had some great conversations, and it was wonderful and fun. And so the next day, um, my friend Suzanne came up. She lives in Indiana, and she and her husband were going to her in laws in Maryland for a while, and then so she drove early morning from Maryland all the way up to Connecticut just to see me. Nothing else. Uh, she took out a hotel room in Stamford and she was going to stay there. So what she did is she came up here about, I'd say 1:30ish, and we hung out, and she wanted to go in around checkout time to her room, which was 3 o'clock. So after we were here, I was showing her stuff. We watched a little TV and talked. And then we went to the hotel. We did a bunch of pictures and had some great conversation. And at about 6 something, we came back here. I had told my nephew to order a Sicilian pizza from Joe's here in Westport, which is the best Sicilian pizza here in Westport. And Suzanne loved it, and so did we. And we sat and talked. I showed her a great art book that very few people have seen. Um, and we also, as we talked, as our background, we had on 2 Miyazaki films. Michael put on Kiki's Delivery Service and Nausicaa. And so those finished up, and we talked and talked until it was about 9:30, and Suze was getting tired. So she made her way back to her hotel, and then that next morning she went back to um, Maryland, and this weekend she's in Virginia with her husband at Otakon, which is an anime related and lots of cosplay con. And I hope she's having a wonderful time there. But it really struck my heart. It was wonderful because, I mean, I have a friend that lives in Milford that doesn't even talk to me. I mean, for over 10 years, she just tells me she's too busy to call me and to talk. And it's been even longer than that since she's made any thought to get together, saying, I'm busy. Well, she's busy with someone else and something else. And if you tell me you don't have a few minutes to talk to me in over 10 years, and you don't have any time to visit me in over 20 years, when you live 40 minutes away from me, are you my friend? Is that how a friend acts? I don't have an answer for that. I'm very sad about that because look at my friend, between gas, she spent $80 on the room plus tax, and then however much gas, I know she spent probably well over 50, 60, $70 just to come see me. It's not about money at all. It's about I meant something to Suzanne that she makes the effort. And that's beautiful. And it makes me think sometimes about people that don't have the effort, but they have excuses. And that's kind of sad, you know. I mean to be down here, but it is kind of sad, don't you think? And so that was Monday. And so one of the things from being at the con, and I had to, with the wheelchair, my niece pushed me around most of it, and I propelled myself around some of it. But the things that you put your feet in on the wheelchair are way too short for me, so I didn't bring them. I literally had to just hold my feet up about a foot off the ground. And after 4 hours, that hurts. And I have been going through a lot of pain because doing that, I also kind of hyperextended my right knee, so I've come very close to falling down over a dozen times in the past week, and I'm hoping it normalizes itself soon because it stopped me from doing some cooking and stuff like that because I just have to sit down. I don't want to fall. When you're a big fat 6'3" guy, you don't want to fall. Anyway, so beyond that, been working as always, and sorry, I was just heard a sound over there. Um, oh, watched a show this week that my nephew Davey let me borrow his Blu-ray set of, a show from either, I guess it was early this year or sometime last year, called Tulsa King that was a Paramount Plus show, and it's with Sylvester Stallone, and it's basically he was a mobster that did 25 years time. He was a New York guy, and when he gets out, he relocates to Oklahoma, to Tulsa, and a lot of stuff happens. Um, some of the best writing I have seen on a TV series in a long, long time, probably since like Person of Interest. Just really strong scripts, well directed. It feels like you're watching a movie, not a TV thing. And a newer person I wasn't familiar with her work plays his daughter is a girl. I'm gonna try and get this right. I believe it's Tatiana Zappardino. Fabulous. She is fantastic in this thing. Never heard of her. She's quite a breakout in there. The whole cast, solid, solid cast. Dina Delaney in there too. Very nice. Very surprising. And worth your effort. It's 9 episodes. It begs for a second season. So it won't waste your time. I give it my highest recommendation. So that's been the majority of this week. I hope you're all doing well. I love you, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.